Jason Paulus, and thank you for joining us tonight. After too close to call primary day results for Herkimer County Family Court Judge, absentee ballots have officially now been counted. And the results, well, it's a tie for the Republican seat. News Channel 2's Caitlin Erla joins us now live in studio to explain what's next. Caitlin, good evening.
Good evening, Jason. The county clerk tells me this has never happened before in a Herkimer County election. Thad Luke and Mark Rose tied for the Republican line for the primary. Let's take a look at the results. After a count of absentee ballots, each candidate received 2,291 votes. Again, this is for the Republican line. On the conservative side, Mark Rose coming out on top by 17 votes. Mark Rose will be on the ballot in November on the conservative line. So the big question here is, what is the next step? I spoke to the commissioners from the Herkimer County Board of Elections earlier today. They tell me that within the next 10 days, the Herkimer County Republican Party Committee will meet to decide on the candidate. Sylvia Rowan, the county clerk, says she's not exactly sure at this point what the next step will be, but she is working through the night to get those answers. She says she spoke to election experts who say the committee could have 30 days to make a decision rather than 10.
Whichever happens, we'll have to comply and come forth with a decision. But I don't know at this point if it's the executive committee that would make that decision or the full county committee. Those are the things I'm looking into by checking our bylaws and coming forth with a decision after that.
So there is a lot of planning to do at this point, and the coronavirus is going to make this more difficult. If the full committee has to meet to make a decision, that's 80 to 100 people that need to get together. And if there are only 10 days for the decision, that is another problem. By law, the clerk has to give a 5-day written notice for any committee meeting. So again, not much time to plan. And she says she's looking into whether there could be a recount. Jason, back to you.
All right, Caitlin Erla reporting live. And of course, we're going to stay on this story and have much more for you tomorrow, 5 and 6.